The elder abuse has ended.
On that breaking news that President Joe Biden has decided to drop out from the US presidential election race. He has withdrawn his candidacy.
Thank God. Let's be honest, Joe Biden hasn't been on Earth for the longest time, much less even our solar system. I really think he didn't plan this, but at this point, it's undeniable that he hasn't been here for a long time in the head. So, I mean, it's inevitable. And I think that they just got to a point where they couldn't cover it up anymore, because I think that's what they're trying to get to. Like, they were trying to cover it up for a long time, but the debates, the interview, it's all bad.
So I wonder how long they were trying to cover it up, because I have a hunch that behind closed doors, they were planning this all along. They're like, you know what? Right before the DNC, we're going to announce that he dropped out. Even after they told Biden, he still didn't know, because Biden's not here. He's been sleepwalking for a long time.
I think Biden's going to show up to the next debate and be confused.
He probably will show up. Well, they hopefully don't let him show up. That's the elder abuse we're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this has been planned for a while, truthfully.
You think this is planned?
Yes, definitely planned. You think this is impromptu?
Yes. I do not think that this is planned at all.
What about it? What about it do you not think is planned? The whole thing, or what do you mean?
I think that they planned on having him get to the point where he wins, in their head, where he wins the election and then he steps down. But I don't think they planned on him like stepping down prior to him running against Trump.
The problem with him stepping down after he wins the election is that I believe automatically Kamala will become president.
Yeah.
I do not think anybody on the Democratic side, not like the population, but like in that camp that really runs things, because Biden obviously doesn't, wants Kamala to be the president.
I'll be honest, I don't think anyone wants Kamala Harris polling was lower than Biden. Like, her approval rating was lower than Biden.
Even substantiates what I'm saying even more. If that's the case, you think they want her to be president? Heck no. So if they let him win and she becomes president by default when he steps down, nah. They probably put him out on that debate stage to look like a goofy guy like he did versus Trump, and then that was an excuse for them to make him drop out.
Nah, I don't think that, because the way that they set up the debates with the mics and their muting, they set it up for Biden to have as much control as possible, and he still failed.
That's a good point too. That's a good point. So I don't know, but again, they don't want her being Kamala to be president. So
I don't see Kamala Harris winning at all.
No, not now. I'm saying if he had won.
In any reality.
First of all, but if he had won become president, had won the election, and then dropped out after the fact, she would have become president.
Yeah.
There would have been no other competition at that point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but this is my thing. I think that they wanted anybody except for Trump, and they knew that Kamala Harris probably would not be able to beat Trump. So they're like, let's ride out Biden as long as possible, and then after it, like, okay, whatever. Maybe Kamala will win, or maybe Biden will appoint someone new. Maybe something among those lines. But I mean, like I said, it got to a point where it's like blatantly obvious that like he's cooked. So
yeah, he's done. He's obviously done.
And listen, I don't think that we have any good choices for presidents, by the way, guys. Like, I'm independent. Like, I'll be honest, I really don't care who becomes president, because like I said in a prior video, I still gotta do what I gotta do regardless. Mm-hmm. And this is what my opinion is. I don't know how true this is, but this is just my prediction. I feel like the economy is going to crash right after this election. I think that they've been pumping money into the economy to try to like give it some lifeblood. And I think once this election is over, I just think it's going to crash no matter who's in charge. Even if Trump gets elected, I think it's going to crash. If Kamala Harris gets elected, I think it's going to crash, even though I really don't think she's going to get elected. So, like I said, just a prediction. How true it is, who knows?
Hey, I hear you. I don't know. What I will say is that this election cycle to me feels like a reality TV show. Straight up reality TV, which is not, which is fitting because Donald Trump is a reality or a former reality TV star. But literally, sheesh, this cycle has been crazy. I mean, literally, it's been more suspenseful to me and like a roller coaster to me than 80% of the TV shows on Netflix.
Ooh.
Literally the other night, I was scrolling through like we all do, trying to find a TV show or trying to find something to watch on Netflix, which I normally spend like 2 hours trying to find a show that I start or a movie I start and only watch 15 minutes of it before I turn it off again because I'm bored of it. I literally got bored of scrolling and I went to YouTube and started watching election news and podcasts. That's how crazy this election cycle is.
No, it's definitely interesting because you think about everything. First of all, the debate is hilarious. That debate was so funny. That debate was hilarious. And then you have an assassination attempt, which we haven't had since, what was it, Kennedy?
Reagan. 81, 82 or something.
So we haven't had that in how long? And then
40-something years.
Yeah, 40-something, which is crazy. And then you get news that Biden has stepped down, which we all know that he was fighting that for the longest time. So, I mean, yeah, it's been nuts. Like, I'm really curious to see, like, what's going to happen Election Day. Like,
oh, this is actually a really good question.
Bro, even think about it. Even, like, the last time, the whole, like, people that came, like, all the rednecks that stormed the White House.
Oh.
That was crazy by itself.
Oh, yeah, the insurrection, as they call it. Yeah.
That was...
Yeah.
That was nuts.
It's weird times. It's very weird times.
Yeah, it was like...
I'd be curious. I want to ask people that were older than me to see how it felt for, like, the election back in the 80s or the 70s or whatever, to see if it felt as weird as it does now. Because, I mean, history does... Nothing's new under the sun, so...
Yeah.
I mean, technology is different, obviously. The world's more connected, but I'm sure there was still crazy stuff going on back then, too.
I agree with you. I think there's always crazy things happening, but I think the difference is that social media, like, they can't hide it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, think about during the assassination attempt, how many people had other footage that wasn't, like, on the news?
Mm-hmm.
There was so many people, like, it's hard to cover stuff up now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, things are on Twitter before they're reported.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. Actually, that's a great point because there's a conspiracy. So I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I typically don't really believe in. Anyways, there is a theory going out there that the media, I guess, I'm not sure what that means. Broad media, I don't know, CNN, these big companies, not pointing out CNN directly, but just say media, for lack of better words, have been affiliated with the CIA or FBI, or they're all connected, and they control messaging or whatever.
Yeah.
And so now it's difficult to do that because a lot of people now, they'll go to independent podcasters to get their news. And these podcasters are privy to, like you said, like people's personal phone videos and things that happen. So they can't really control the narrative like they used to.
And they come out quicker.
They do.
Things happen on a podcast, they'll report on it, it comes out quicker. And then that's why, like, I think they put out a report that CNN had to lay off a bunch of people. And the ratings have been low because it's like, I think it's, listen, hate Trump if you will, but he came out with one of the best terms, fake news. That whole fake news thing is real. I think everyone feels like we've gotten to a point where news is so fake. Like, we've heard news reporters say things that are so off that, like, aren't even coherent with our reality, to the point where we're like, why am I watching the news? You go on a podcast, you go on Twitter, people are saying their real opinions without having some big studio head like grab them by the neck. Oh, you can't say that, you can't say that. You know, they're saying stuff that people are really feeling, and then it's getting reported on real time.
That too, and I'll add to that also is unedited. I recall, like, maybe 10 years ago, I watched a clip. Someone showed me a clip of something that was on YouTube and something that was... It was a news clip.
Yeah.
And on the news clip, they cut out a portion of what the person said to make it sound like he was trying to say something he didn't mean.
Oh, yeah.
And on a YouTube clip was a full version, and it gave you the actual context. And it was like literally opposite.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. So now they can no longer do that either. Because now you can see the actual unedited, raw... unadulterated, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to manipulate now. I'm just curious to what's gonna happen. Like, I'm really just sitting back, like, okay, like, I listen. I think Trump is gonna win. That's what I just think.
I think Biden's gonna win. I'm just being silly, but yeah, no, I hear you. I actually think
I was about to say win at bingo at a nursing home. Like,
I don't think he can win at bingo at this point. It's sad.
I don't think he would know that he won at bingo.
Matter of fact, he didn't even know that he wrote that letter that he wrote. Because he didn't, apparently Biden's camp found out that he was stepping down the same time that letter came out. That Biden's letter that he didn't write came out. So, but I forgot what I was about to say. You said the election. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm sitting back and waiting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's entertaining.
I'm doing what I can to make sure that I can take advantage if the market does crash.
Yeah. Things
are gonna go on sale. Time to buy them up. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
I just hope that we don't break into 1860 whatever.
Oh, like a Great Depression or something like that. That's what you're saying.
Civil War.
Oh, okay.
But that's extreme.
Oh, never mind. You said 18. Yeah, that's definitely not the depression. I don't know what I was thinking, guys.
It's cool. Yeah, but either or. I think I prefer a depression over a civil war, obviously, but
Civil War would be crazy. I think if he would have gotten assassinated, that would have definitely started something huge. I think people would have lost their mind.
it would have been some people taken to the streets.
Yeah, because that would have been crazy. Not only that, but it's like, who would have filled Trump's spot?
That's a good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but thankfully it didn't happen. So, because I don't think anyone should lose their life for running for presidency. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if you disagree with someone, you disagree with someone.
Exactly. It's okay. If you don't like him, you don't like him. It is what it is.
Yeah, like, listen, I understand when people are like, I don't like Trump. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, I understand both ways. You don't like Biden. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's not,
right.
But what I do want to see in the future, though, is that, like, I want politics to be, like, less, like, just, I think politics have gotten to the point where it's so divisive. It's like people will literally give you the worst name in the Bible, like if you like one candidate over the other candidate. And I'm like, can't people just like who they like and still be fine and be normal people and not be associated with the worst terms in the world?
Yeah, I agree with that.
But ultimately, guys, I'm gonna say Biden made a good decision because he was not home, or even if it was not his decision.
I was about to say.
So, because who knows?
You killed it. That was a great setup for a joke. But yeah, I agree. I think it was a great decision by whoever Biden's controller is, his puppet master. I think it was a great decision. He clearly was not fit. He clearly, like, again, no matter, we are not taking any side, but whatever side you're on, you have to be rational about this. He clearly was not fit.
Yeah, every interview that he's done, like, I think he recently did one with Complex where he's like, I don't have the black vote because I didn't go to the hoods or something. Like, he's like, bro, just stop. Like, just.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, anyway, just, that's great. Good decision. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
All right, guys, that have been Bad Decisions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you think Biden made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think Biden made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, we're out.